Hi everyone, welcome to the Dynamic Maths channel. Today we are going to learn about statistics. Statistics is an important branch in mathematics. It is used in different fields of work such as engineering, finance, medicine, psychology, and businesses. If you want one subject of mathematics to master, that would be statistics. This video focuses on the basics of statistics. So grab a pen and paper and let's get started. In statistics, we have two types of data, mainly the ungrouped data and grouped data. Ungrouped data are samples that are gathered from an experiment or a study. It is not sorted into categories or groups. Ungrouped data is just a list of numbers. Group data, on the other hand, is data that is grouped in a frequency table. The original set of data is lost. It is replaced with a statistic of the group. You can't find the mean or the average of the dataset, but you can estimate it. To use the frequency table, we can use the ungrouped data and sort it into group data. Let's take, for example, we fill the frequencies according to each class. We have, let's take class 1 for example, which is 1 to 3. We have 2, which belongs to this class. We have 1. And that's about it. We have 2 data sets. The next data set is for class is 4 to 6. We have 5, 6, and 4, which gives us 3. Let's look at the third class, which is 7 to 9. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is a data set we are looking at. This is an example of grouping your data from an ungrouped data. We will be using these two data sets throughout this video to explain different statistical properties. The first statistical property is the mean. The mean is the average of the dataset. The mean can be calculated in two ways. The first is the ungrouped method, and the second, the group method. To calculate the mean, we need to add all the values together and divide it by the total number of terms. We add all the terms together and divide it by the number of terms. You should get 49 over 9, which yields 5.44. In the group dataset, to calculate the mean, we need to get the frequency and the midpoint. To obtain the midpoint, we will get the lower limit and upper limit, add them together and divide it by 2. The midpoints are as follows: 2, 5, and 8. We will get the frequency and multiply it with the midpoint. We divide it by adding the frequencies. you should get 5.67. The means are different, even though it is the same dataset, because the group data does not have the original dataset. It is an estimate of the original dataset. The median is the value separating the higher half and the lower half of the sample. Basically, it is the middle value of the dataset. To obtain the median in ungrouped data, we need to rearrange the data in ascending order. Select the middle value as the median. The median is 6. If you have even numbered terms, select the two middle terms and average them. To calculate the mean of group data, we need to obtain the cumulative frequency first. To calculate the cumulative frequency, we need to add the number before each class. Since this is the first class, we'll put it as 2. In the second class, we add 3 to 2 to give 5. In the third class, we add 4 to 5 to give 9. Then we calculate the median using the formula M is the median, L is the lower limit of the median class, N is the total frequency of the dataset, and big F is the cumulative frequency before the median class, and small f is the frequency of the median class. C is the range of the median class. Let's start by determining the median class. To determine the median class, we need to obtain the total number of frequency, which is 9, and divide it by 2, which gives us 4.5. We need to find the class where 4.5 lies in the cumulative frequency table. 4.5 can be found in the middle class, the second class, because it is between 2 and 5. Therefore, the lower limit for L is 4, the value of N is 9, the value for F is the 2, value for small f is 3, and the value of C is 3 to count for 4, 5 and 6. Then we solve for the median. This is the median for the group dataset. The mode is the number that is the most frequent in the dataset. In the ungroup data, The mode is 7. In group data, we do not call it a mode, but we call it the modal class. The modal class is the class with the highest number of frequency. Here, this is the highest class, hence the modal class is 7 to 9. The variance measures how far a set of numbers deviates from its mean. The variance can be calculated by using the formula x minus x bar squared divided by n. We need to calculate each term and add them together. Let's take 2 for example. Then we take 5. Then we keep on adding until 4. We divide the whole thing by 9. You should get 58.2224 divided by 9. Let's move on to the group dataset. To calculate the variance of the group dataset, we need to get the frequency, the midpoint, the mean, and the total number of datasets. Let's start by taking the frequency of the first class, the midpoint of the first class, minus the mean. Repeat the same procedure again for the second class. You'll get 50/9, which yields us 5.56. The variants are different in each case because the ungrouped data consists of the original dataset, and this is an estimate of the dataset. The standard deviation measures the variation of values in the dataset. To calculate the standard deviation for both ungrouped and grouped data, we just have to square root the variance. The only difference is the units. Variation is the square of the required units. In this case, the units in question is kg. Variation will be kg squared, and standard deviation will be kg. Same thing goes over here. In conclusion, we have learned about two types of data, which is the ungrouped and grouped data. We have also learned 5 statistical properties such as the mean, median, mode, variance, and standard deviation. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel for more video content. If you have any questions regarding statistics, please comment in the comment section below. This is the Dynamic Math channel signing off.